Abstract photography made through mindful meditation. Abstract demands more from me than realism. Instead of reproducing something outside of me, now I go inwards and use everything I've learnt thus far in my life. In my last body of work, I was inspired by the work of Valda Bailey and Doug Chinnery, who create impressionistic abstract photography using ICM, intentional camera movement, and multi-layered images. Towards the end of my last project, I too experimented with ICM and multi-layered images. And I carried this forward to this project, as I liked the impressionistic painterly effect it gave, and I wanted to explore it further. I started taking images over Himley Hall, which was my chosen location, using this technique, but I didn't like the results I was getting, as they were similar in style to the previous body of work. As you can see in these two images, you are still able to see the subject. So I started experimenting with more ICM, which created more blur and totally lost the representational qualities of the subject. As you can see, this image is totally unrecognisable. This sparked off an interest in exploring this style of work again, as I've previously made abstract paintings and images before. I'm influenced by the artists Pollock, Monet, Dali and Van Gogh for their abstract impressionistic style of work. Like McCabe, my work all links into one. McCabe reflects on our work by saying, I need another route to follow, because my projects are always more like routes to follow rather than projects. They never really finish. There's no start point, there's no end point. They just are things that I do, and they kind of all fit into little chapters. It's like putting things together, things that you sometimes find afterwards, and that's okay because it's all from the same brain. This resonates with me and the abstract style of work that I've been making over many years. These were made when I worked as a chef in the RAF. And as I got into natural history photography, I found abstraction in nature too. The Museum of Modern Art defines abstract as a term generally used to describe art that is not representational or based on external reality or nature. The term abstract art, also called non-objective art, non-figurative, non-representational, geometric abstraction, or concrete art, is a rather vague umbrella term for any painting, sculpture, or photograph which does not portray recognisable objects or scenes. The basic premises of abstraction is that the formal qualities of a piece of work are just as important, if not more so, than its representational qualities. A picture may contain a very bad drawing of a man, but if the colours are very beautiful, it may nevertheless strike us as being a beautiful picture. This shows how a formal quality, colour, can override its representational one. On the other hand, a photorealist painting of a terraced house may demonstrate exquisite representationalism, but the subject matter, colour scheme, and general composition may be totally boring. I would say this relates to photography too. The philosophical justification for appreciating the value of a work of art, formal qualities, stems from Plato's statement that straight lines and circles are not only beautiful, but eternally and absolutely beautiful. A photograph can be appreciated for its lines and colours alone. It doesn't need to depict a natural object or scene. This image, one of a number by Coburn, is seen as the first truly abstract photograph. Consists of an intricate pattern made up of sharp diagonal planes. This kind of photography is closely linked to abstract art. I feel that I am an artist photographer. In photographic psychology, the artist photographer is explained by Suller as they're not particularly interested in the technical or scientific aspects of photography. They see photography as art, as a vehicle for personal and emotional expression. They think of themselves and want to be seen as artists. They are more interested in creativity, experimentation, innovation, and play, rather than standards and rules. With abstract photography in mind, my methodology for creating abstract images is a mindful practice that allows me to see things differently from the realistic view in front of me. Searle states that even though they may not specifically use the word mindfulness, many great masters talk about photography as awareness of the present moment in which we forget ourselves. We let go of our goals, desires, expectations, techniques, and anxieties that make up who we are in order to fully immerse ourselves in the experience of seeing. We open up our receptive awareness to what the world offers us. Rather than being some objective observer trying to capture something, we become that being that is in communion with the environment, that is in the world. We're not looking for anything in particular. We're not going anywhere in particular. We're not expecting or trying to control anything in particular. Instead, we're wandering, perhaps rather aimlessly, without a goal or purpose. We're fully and naively open to the possibilities of the unexpected, the unique, the moment when things come together, to the flow of life. Under these conditions, when we let go of the self, it appears to us we don't find and take the picture, the photograph finds us, it takes itself. As Monet said, to see we must forget the name of the things we are looking at. What is mindfulness? Zula explains that cultivating mindfulness involves letting go. Let go of expectations, straining and rushing. It's a matter of learning how to wait, let go of blocked emotions, and being open to all feelings and sensations and allows the eyes to open. Let go of forcing a shot if it's simply not working out. Just move on. Let go of thinking, trying to figure out things, and clinging to or rejecting anything. Accept whatever comes, good and bad. Let go of perfectionism, evaluating yourself and comparing yourself to others. Be patient with and accept who you are, regardless of your photographic and personal shortcomings. Let go of things that seem to be a problem. Resisting only adds energy to them. Instead, embrace them as opportunity. There is no such thing as bad light, subject, weather, or techniques for shooting. Investigate, explore, and experiment with what you see around you. Mindful photography is a yes, experience in which all aspects of life are affirmed as potential subjects. And after you've taken that great shot, linger on the scene for a moment to appreciate it fully for what it is. Let go of treating the world as visual fodder for your photographic trophies. When you're shooting, mindfulness will help you open up to all the possibilities you have seen in your mind's eye. But mindfulness also goes deeper than memory and learnt perceptions. It's in its purest form. It is seen like you've never seen before. As Bion suggests, you leave memory behind and enter a new creative territory for observing the world around you. Walmsley also explains that the practice of mindful meditation develops an increased awareness and acceptance of living in the present. It encourages the meditator to bring attention inwards and to focus on what is being experienced in the moment. The meditator observes thoughts and emotions that arise, letting them pass through without judgment or condemnation, just noticing, bringing the attention and focus inwards rather than outwards, and then letting go. When mindful, I go inwards to the creative essence of my being and bring it forth with the aid of the camera I produce my images. That's why my pictures are unique to that person, as it comes from within you. I originally wanted to focus this body of work at Himley Hall and Park, but during this module I found I was struggling with this one location and felt I need to just go with the flow of where my life took me. Reiterating Sula, one's photographs always reflects one's personality and life. This is a recurring pattern in my life with photography. I'm on a constant journey of exploration and experimentation. Wondering perhaps rather aimlessly, without a goal or purpose, and that we're fully and naively open to the possibilities of the unexpected, the unique, the moment when things come together, to the flow of life. Magda, Siskind and Carey are photographers that inspire me. I love the bright colours of Magda and Carey's work, which I try to capture within my own work, contrasting with the black and white stark lines and shapes of Siskind. And I enjoyed the dreamlike qualities of Kaisella's work. The soft pastels, impressionistic styles allows for a quiet moment of contemplation, which resembles my mindful state of mind when taking images. This body of work was very frustrating at times, but mindful photography balanced out those frustrations.